Hello, I'm Tim Nichols, and I'm here to bring you your Nichols Word. Today we are featuring the KJVer Sword Study Bible by Whitaker Publishing. Now, there's a few things that make this Bible really unique. Number one, the KJVer. It makes you want to say the KJVer, but actually the KJVer is the KJV Easy Read. And what they do is they take some of the these, the thous, the words that end with ETH, and some of the difficult words for us to understand in modern English, and they give us more modern terms. So it is true to the King James, word for word, but they switch out some words in order to make them more understandable. Now, this thing is a giant print, red letter edition in the New and Old Testament. It has marginal study guides, a topical concordance, all sorts of study aids, and of course you have your beautiful leather cover. I love the sword on the front. It's hard to see, but on the front, on the sword, it actually has this text on it, Hebrews 4:12. And I believe that is the word of God is sharp and active, or alive and active, sharper than any two-edged sword. So you see the spine, got really nice gold stamping here. I really dig this cover. Look at the thick tool work right here around the perimeter. It has a pretty nice liner. This is really surprising because most Bibles that don't have your premium nature, they tend to have paper liners. But this one has a beautiful, like a burgundy, and this is the burgundy cover, and it has like a little bit of a lighter burgundy liner. And just really beautiful. Of course, it has a nice little presentation page. Now, one fault of this Bible that I will give it kind of right away is the paper is a little thin and it's not always line matched. It seems like every other page, like this page is perfectly line matched. But then this one you can see it's just a little bit off. But you can see right from the beginning in the Old Testament you have the letters of God. Whenever God is quoted, they are in red. So that, I think, is really super cool. They have a really easy to follow referencing system. You will notice when it's open, number one, it's indexed. So you're going to be able to find everything easy. But you see that little gray line there? If you open it to that gray line, it's going to take you to their unique. Now, this has a Between the Testaments section, which is really cool. But it takes you to their unique referencing system. And it's referenced by G, P, and M. When it says G, that means God. When it says P, that means plan. And when it says M, that means man. So let's just take a quick look at their referencing system. You pretty much notice it on almost every page, but you will notice here it has a G and it has an M. So you know that this text is referencing God and this text is referencing man. Whenever it's referencing God, you will notice that it is in red, but you'll notice it has a G1N, but then it also has a 908. So what that's telling you is it's telling you the next page where this topic is addressed. So you turn to 908 and you will see that reference again, the G1, and then it'll tell you it's referenced again on page 910. Now this G1, what you do is you go to the little gray line here, okay, and then you find it's categorized by different numbers. So you got your G4B, your G, so you go back to G1, and it tells you all the G1s. Now, if it's not coded at all, like if it just says G1, then we know it's just right here. It's dealing with God's wrath or God's anger. But if it has a letter associated with it, you have God's kingdom. So each referencing system basically points you not only to the next page, but it points you to the index where you can find where all these verses are listed throughout the Bible. So it's really, really kind of a neat system. And the New Testament, of course, you're going to see the words of Christ in red. And there's a lot more to this Bible that you can find through their website and other things, but I just really wanted to kind of give you a quick overview. Also, each chapter or each book has just a little brief introduction, so it doesn't take up much space, but this is a 15-point font. This is easy to read, double column. There aren't any cross references, but again, you have these cool little referencing systems. And then whenever it's boxed like this, that means it's a direct quote from some sort of angelic being or from God himself. So we have the topical concordance, so it's not set up in alphabetical order, it's actually set up according to topic. Man, this thing is cool. And you can get it for like well under $100. I think you can get it for like $70. I'll give you some links in the descriptions with some more information about this, but this is a mind-blowing resource here. And you have the advantage of the red letters being in the Old and the New Testament. So there you have it. This is your nickel's worth. Keep calm. Jesus on.